So now I can see why people have problems with Satine as a character. And I feel like it's not the character's fault.
It's not. No, it was the writing. It was terrible.
Yeah.
Literally, the worst fucking thing I have ever seen in Star Wars ever occurs. Satine gets emotional.
So emotional.
Oh my god, let's burn the warehouse down.
She's so angry. This was my biggest what the fuck line.
Captain, I want you to burn down this warehouse.
Excuse me? But there's evidence.
Burn it down, or I'll consider you a part of this conspiracy, Captain.
What?
The male is like, we need to be sensible, and you're being emotional.
Right.
The original Satine would have been like, lock this whole fucking place down. I don't want just this warehouse to be searched. I want every warehouse to be searched. I want every single dock person to be interrogated. Let's go. No.
Exactly. This was some blatantly sexist bullshit. I really loved this scene. It is an excellent one to point at whenever people say, keep your politics out of Star Wars. Because Ahsoka is lecturing these kids and she says,
corruption is what happens when someone in power puts their own personal gain before the interests of the people they represent.
And then one of the kids is like, but if you don't trust your leaders, isn't that treason? And Ahsoka says,
it's every citizen's duty to challenge their leaders, to keep them honest, and hold them accountable if they're not.
This is a mentality that we're still dealing with.
Yeah.
That if you don't 100% worship at the feet of your leader, that's treason? No, that's my employee.
Yeah. This was right after the era. I was watching Revenge of the Sith recently, and there was that line that Anakin says where he says,
if you're not with me, then you're my enemy.
And that is a line that was taken directly from the George W. Bush administration.
Either you're with us, or you're with the enemy.
Oh, wow. I have a theory, it's a fairly popular fan theory, that Corky Kryze is the son of Satine and Obi-Wan. Yeah. Look at his character model. Everyone else on Mandalore has these fucking supermodel cheekbones. Corky has rounder cheeks and he has an extremely square jaw. He has Satine's nose, that sort of very thin, aquiline nose going on. He's got streaks of red and blonde hair. Almost like somebody took Obi-Wan's hair color and Satine's hair color and mixed them up and put them on his head. His face looks like Obi-Wan's character model with Satine's nose on it.
Wow.
And his mannerisms, he is deliberately animated with mannerisms like he does the thoughtful Obi-Wan chin touch. There is no way that this character of Corky Kryze is not visually designed specifically to look like a combination of Obi-Wan Kenobi and Satine Kryze.
Wow.
Yeah.
My mind is legit blown right now.
So she goes to Padme's magnificent balcony. And God, I'm so jealous of that balcony. It's a good balcony. Got an amazing view of the city. Anyway.
It just needs a hot tub or something.
I bet it's got one. Like, you push a button and the couches move.
Maybe C-3PO converts into one and they just fill it with water.
And then, hold on, because in this scenario that you have presented, in which C-3PO becomes the hot tub, then Padme and Anakin have definitely banged in C-3PO's lap. Headcanon accepted. That's it. That happened. That's just true.
They have had sex inside of me. Okay, that's great. That's great. That's great.
Thank the maker. All right.
Oh, whoa, God.
Mm-hmm. I will point out, Aura Singh, she's got this like bar of black makeup across her eyes.
Oh, right.
Which is very Blade Runner.
Yep.
But it's also exactly what you want to do if you are somebody whose skin is the color of chalk and you're trying to peer out through the slats in ventilation to shoot somebody. Mm-hmm. Like, your super white face is going to be crazy visible. So, of course, that line of black across the eyes would help to obscure that. They have their big villain showdown, right? Where Aura Singh is like, oh, you are so stupid. I do not like you. But they do find out because they're like, who hired you to kill Padme? And Padme's like, you will never stop my work here. I'm going to do my politics thing. And Aura Singh's like, oh, honey.
I don't give a fuck.
Honey, this isn't about your cause. This is about revenge.
Okay. Okay. This got a little saucier. What's going on? I think we cut immediately to Ahsoka having a vision.
She will die. And there's nothing that you can do.
Yeah, so let's talk about that.
Okay.
I did like how it was similar to the visions Anakin got in Attack of the Clones. That was kind of
Exactly.
cool.
They used the same sort of visual distortion effect. Yeah.
So where did these visions come from? But it doesn't make any sense why Ahsoka started suddenly to get these visions and Anakin doesn't.
Yeah, Padme's life is in danger. Why isn't Anakin having the visions? Is he over on whatever planet it is having visions of this as well and fucking freaking out? Is he calling back going, somebody's, tell me if my wife is dead? I mean, Senator Amidala? Tell me if she's dead? No, none of that is happening. It's just Ahsoka. Zero the Hutt is a fantabulous, purple, tattooed, accessorized, even in prison, we will see, Hutt, who is voiced by Corey Burton, a.k.a. Count Dooku and Cad Bane.
Like everyone, yeah.
This is the same voice. Yeah. He's the D. Bradley Baker of the other half of the cast. Anyone who's not a clone, it's probably Corey Burton. So they're like, hey, you hired Aurra Singh to kill Padme. And Ahsoka's like,
We have Aurra Singh in custody. She told us everything.
Well, she told you what?
Zero falls for the ploy instantly and immediately lets slip that he totally hired Aurra Singh. And we are left with the closing vision of this episode of them saying, haha, you're going to stay in here so much longer now. And then Zero complaining about the quality of his room and screaming,
You have no idea what I'm capable of!
Camino is kind of an important place.
Yeah.
You think?
Pause. Y'all, Stephanie has not seen the latest Bad Batch episode, so we're not going to talk about it.
Are they on fucking Camino, Chris?
No.
Because I think you just spoilered that they're on fucking Camino, Chris.
I did not. They were on Camino the previous episode, weren't they?
No.
Yeah, they were.
No, last episode I saw, that was where they got Gregor.
Well, I thought...
Why did you have to pause and tell the people who are not actually in the room not to spoil Bad Batch for me?
Because there's something else I can't talk about right now.
Oh my god!
We're not going to talk about it, y'all. We'll talk about it next episode.
They're not even, they're listeners. They're listening to this next week. They can't spoil it for me right now. Only you!
Okay, you already got, the most important piece of information spoiled for you.
I did.
Okay?
I did.
And
fucking
that should have been your signal to, watch the episode.
I cannot do. We've talked about this. I cannot watch it without my family.
I know. You're a wonderful mother.
Oh, damn it. Quick note about Fives and Echo. We noticed that their armor, they're in 501st armor now because they've been, after the events at Rishi Station, they were inducted into the 501st Legion. Mm-hmm. So they're walking around in their 501st armor. Echo still has Rex's space eel blood handprint on his chest. And I feel that. If Rex touched me on the chest, I would keep that forever too.
Amen.
Just saying. But anyway, also in addition, on both of them, Fives and Echo both have a decal on their armor that is a little Z6 rotary blaster, like Heavy used to wield.
Mm.
And it says "For Heavy" in Aurebesh over it. And Fives has his on his shoulder, Echo has his on his left leg, and I love these boys so much. The droids have numbers.
Yeah.
That has always been the strength of the droid armies, is just sheer fucking numbers. So it's just wave after wave of B1s pouring into these barracks. These guys are pinned down. They're running out of grenades. They're running low on ammo. And who's going to resupply them and go fetch them some more grenades? 99. In a moment of, because I've said it before and I will say it again right now, the clones are so fucking brave. That is one of the traits in Jango Fett that the Kaminoans cultivated for the clones, is his just bravery. And so 99 is a clone just like the rest of them. And he even says that as he's running away to go fetch more grenades for this fight. He says,
I'm a soldier, like you! This is what I was bred for.
And then he dies.
He gets shot in the back 3 times. So yeah, I legit cried when I watched this.
Yes! Ventress is like, what are you gonna do, Anakin? And Anakin's like,
actually, I plan to let the clones execute you right now.
Yeah, that's fine. That's great. That's so Jedi.
This brings us to our second war crime of the episode.
Yay!
Summary execution is not okay. However, he does have a loophole on this one. So, in most cases, executing someone without a trial in situations of warfare is a war crime, particularly if they're a prisoner of war, which Ventress would technically be in this situation. Mm-hmm. There are exceptions. There are certain prisoners of war that you are allowed to execute. Like, it's frowned upon, but you're not going to go to jail. And that's pirates, free shooters, basically people that wander around in battle zones ununiformed and just murdering people. So presumably, that exception also applies to dark space wizard assassin bitches. So I think Anakin might have been in the clear if he went for it here, based on that loophole. Excellent question. The short answer is no. There is no Geneva Convention in Star Wars. Because there's no Geneva in Star Wars. Because there's no Earth. Anyway, the long answer is that there is a Yavin Convention that is mentioned once in a deleted scene from an unaired episode of Clone Wars. It may or may not be trying to canonize an actual convention in Star Wars, or it could be Obi-Wan talking out of his ass. I'll let you be the judge.
Wait, excuse me, but according to the Yavin Code, all prisoners are required to be blindfolded prior to execution.
Yavin Code?
The Yavin Code, as determined by the Yavin Convention. Let me guess, citing the Yavin Code again? Yes, I was. No one ever seems to remember it.